can I start where I started with the library? Because
Sure.
we had lived in Nampa for a number of years and moved to Meridian, I'm guessing about 5 years ago. And I went to the Discovery Center, and the Discovery Center had some 3D printers. And I go, how do you gain access to these 3D printers? I knew that things were changing and I'd like to learn about them. And they said, oh, well, the Meridian Library is opening a library for this. And so I was watching for the grand opening. I think it was in November 3 years ago. So it was just an exciting time for me to gain access to something that I knew was happening in the world of technology, but I wasn't ready to buy something. It wasn't something that I knew how to do. So I wanted to learn. They introduced me to Tinkercad, and they said, hey, take this home. You can do this at home, do these designs, and then I would come back to the library. Failure was the best learning experience I had. So when Unbound opened, it was really exciting because here was this place where so much was available. And I was introduced to the CNC machine because the 3D printers were so busy. I had to wait 2 weeks to get a print back. So what I said was, what's that machine over in the corner? And they said, well, that's a CNC machine. No one knows how to use it yet. We keep trying, but we don't know how. And I said, well, can I? So that started this process. And the more I got involved with the CNC and the more I experienced people coming to the library looking for things, 3D printing, and kids that would come and they'd get all excited about all these things they could do, and the library had samples of 3D prints, and I started saying, well, I could teach some of these kids or adults about how the CNC machine works. And so Nick gave me a chance to teach a class, and then it was really a lot of fun, and I saw kids and they just would light up as they saw something they could create of their own. And one of my first experiences was I think a 7-year-old girl, and I said, this is how this works. She asked some questions, and so she brought her little brother over who's like 5, and oh, look at how this works. This is really cool. And I said, well, you could actually make something. And she said, well, what could I make? And I said, we could carve your name into a piece of wood. And she goes, I can really do that? And I go, yeah, here's how you do it. And we took a pencil and wrote on a piece of paper and then took a picture of it, imported it in the software, and then we worked on it. And she was really impressed. And she says, I want to do more. So she went home and she designed her own little keychain with her name in a puzzle. And she brought it back and said, can we make this work? It's an inspiring moment for me to watch someone see what they can accomplish, and the library made that possible. And I thought, well, I'm gonna contribute all I can to help people see this. So my youngest that ever came to a class was a 5-year-old boy. And I've had people who are retirees who've come and they want to learn something new, and some people have gone through this process and then either purchased or built their own CNC machine. Others I have relationships with who have tried to start small businesses, and we share materials. I mean, we started a small community within the library. It's been really exciting. And I always say that was all possible because of the library, because of the Meridian Library's insight into seeing what a technology environment or creating an environment where technology could be accessed was just amazing. I'd never seen anything like that before.